One of the most overlooked productivity and collaboration tools in Microsoft Teams is tabs. You can add tabs to the top of any channel or chat to easily find the information that matters to you most. Today, I'm going to go over how to add tabs in Teams and then show you 5 examples of how I use these tabs to collaborate and engage with my coworkers. I have navigated to Microsoft Teams. In this first example, the finance staff create a weekly activity report. We all belong to the same team, but our stakeholders don't. Therefore, the files are stored on a SharePoint site that everyone has access to. To make it easier for the finance team to collaborate, I'm going to add a document library as a tab. When you click on the plus sign at the top of the Teams channel, you will get an Add a Tab dialog box. There are many options here, but I'm going to focus on ones that are commonly available across most organizations. Here in the first row, you will see the option to add a document library. Once I select Document Library, I can get a list of relevant sites, or I could add a SharePoint link. The site that I want to use is right here at the top of the list, so I'm going to go ahead and select that. And then I can navigate to the bottom of the window and select Next. Here, you can choose to pick a document library. In this example, I have 2 to choose from. We're talking about activity reports, so I'm going to select that folder and click Next one more time. The name of the tab is generically called Document Library, but you have the opportunity to rename it, and in this case, I'm going to do that and call it Activity Report so that my coworkers know exactly which document library is a tab at the top of their team. Once I've done that, all I have to do is click on Save. And now we have an Activity Report Files tab at the top of the General channel in the finance team so that all of the support staff can quickly find the things that they need to create our weekly reports, such as the template that helps us make sure our documentation is consistent from week to week. Now that we have gone over the steps in our first example, the next ones will go a bit quicker. The next option that I will share is adding a SharePoint page. My team creates training materials for M365 apps that are hosted on SharePoint. We also have a user support team with a channel for each app. What typically happens is someone asks a question and I paste a link to the support materials. To help my end users help themselves, I will add a tab to the top of each channel that will take them directly to the materials for that application. This time, I'm going to choose SharePoint from the available options. A floating dialog box will appear, and its first default is to let you choose pages that are associated with the team. However, my SharePoint collection is not associated with this team, so I'm going to say any SharePoint site, and then I'm going to go grab the link and paste it into the field. And then once I click Save, there will be a tab at the top of the Planner channel that takes my users to the Planner SharePoint page. All they would need to do at that point is scroll through the page and find the materials that they want. Many people like to learn by watching videos. Another way to use tabs is to add a Stream tab to make it easier for my coworkers to find the videos on the topics associated with the channel. When I click on Stream, a floating dialog box opens up. If you already have the link to your Stream channel, you can paste it here. If you don't, click on Microsoft Stream link and the Stream application will open. Go to the upper left-hand side and click on My Content, and in this case, I'm going to choose Channels. Here you will see a list of all of the Stream channels I have available. We're going to stick with the Planner example, and I'm going to select the Planner channel and then navigate to the 3 dots at the top and copy a link. The benefit of adding a Stream channel to Teams versus a single video is that when I add more videos to Stream, the tab in Teams will automatically update with the new videos, so that's less maintenance for you. Since we already have a tab called Planner, I'm going to update the tab name to Video Learning and then click Save. I have channels in Teams that correspond to each of the apps, so all I have to do is add the Stream tab and link to the channel, and now I can tell my coworkers to look at the tab for videos on a specific topic. The last couple of examples were designed to show you how to help others find information. Now let's look at an example to help you find some information. To keep with the theme, I'm going to show you how to add the Planner app. Rather than jumping all over the place to different apps or having several tabs open, I find it easier to make a tab for Planner in my team. As the team leader, I also find it easier to have one place to direct my people to. From the Add a Tab dialog box, you can select Tasks by Planner. Another dialog box opens and you can choose to create a new plan or create a tab for a plan that was already associated with this group. For the ease of demonstration, I will choose one that was already created. If this is your first time seeing this app, I have more in-depth videos that I will link in the description below. All I have to do is click Save, and now myself and my team members can see our plan right here in Teams. This makes things easier because they know if they select our Microsoft team, they can see most of the tools they use daily in one place. Now that Planner is added, they can go there and see what I have assigned them to work on. The last example we're going to look at is how to add Microsoft lists to a team. There are so many examples of how you can use lists, so we're going to add the Lists tab to the top of our team, and then from there, you will get to choose how you want to create your new list. You can choose from blank, Excel, existing list, or even a template. I'm going to choose an existing list, and my friends over in the finance team, they have created a really cool content tracker that I would like to copy. So I'm going to select their team site, select their list, and then hit Next. The cool thing about using From Existing List is it allows me to take a list that somebody else has already created with all of their columns and their views and add it to my team as a template. So here you can see I have no data. I can begin adding all of my information to my list, and I am not interrupting the finance list whatsoever. If you want to learn more about lists, I will leave a link in the description below for some additional videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.